understand the truth of what's going on in the body.
The reason I brought up it takes 11 molecules of copper to make 1 cholesterol, the way in which people who just take things as they are, they would say, okay, if we take away the copper, that means the body's going to not make as much cholesterol. Whereas sometimes you need to explain something a bit deeper, because I know full well people would say, oh, well, if you need 11 coppers to make cholesterol, let's take the copper away and the cholesterol can't be made. But I think, again, because heart disease is such an important point, and although we're going to talk about labs and ferritin, not in this episode, the next one, I think to maybe elaborate on the iron sugar axis and the copper fat axis, and then the oxidative stress, just so people are really clear, once again, from a different perspective, why cholesterol is not the monster.
Right. Great point. So a healthy human being has about 100 milligrams of copper. And we can't really relate that. What does that mean? Well, 100 milligrams of copper fits on the head of a 1-inch stick pin. So you know how small that is. And so that's 100 milligrams of copper is designed to regulate 5,000 milligrams of iron. And that's how much iron they tell us we need to run our body. It turns out that the iron biologists around the world see it a little bit differently. And in fact, we accumulate 1 milligram of iron every day we're on planet Earth. So I'm 71. Well, 71 times 365 is 26,000 milligrams of iron. That's a very different order of magnitude than 5,000 milligrams. So I've got 5 times more iron. And that's in part why I look older at the age of 71 than I did when I was 20. It's an iron accumulation. There's not a lot of mystery about why we age. It's called iron accumulation. And so, to your point about who's really ramping up the cholesterol, it's iron. The body is very smart. And if it knows that iron is building, again, if copper is down, iron will be high inside the body. When did they first figure that out? 1928. March at the University of Wisconsin, May at the University of Kentucky, here in the States. So they withheld copper in the diet just to see what would happen. And iron accumulated at a very alarming rate in the livers of the animals. Absolutely axiomatic. Copper's down, iron's up. And so when iron is up, there's more oxidative stress in the body. There's more potential to have a reaction between iron and oxygen. And so the body knows in the presence of high iron, we need to make cholesterol. And what copper represents, it's actually the brake. Copper, when copper is present, the iron is going to come down, the oxidative stress is going to come down, the production of cholesterol is going to come down, and copper, turns out, it's the brake to all of that dynamic. But that's not taught in doctor school. It's certainly not taught on the internet, because they want living in a state of fear. And again, let's spell that properly, Fe-AR. Then that word becomes iron attracts rust. And that's what happens. When we're in a state of fear, we become magnets for iron. So the important point here is to really see that in this very simple axis, we have copper and iron on a seesaw. But it's a very small amount of copper, there's a lot of iron. And in the world of traditional Chinese medicine, they refer to copper as the general and iron as the foot soldier.